Hi there everybody, back at you once again. We've got the 1986 Mets still in 1962, and here we are at Shibe Park / Connie Mack Stadium. Can't remember which one you call it. I guess it is Connie Mack in 62 is what it says right over here on the side. Same ballpark, and the Mets coming off of a pretty successful homestand, won 2 of 3 from the Dodgers and then split the 4-game series with San Francisco. So 4-3 in the last 7. 7 games behind the Dodgers now. This is going to be a doubleheader here in Philadelphia, and after this one is done, we go over to Chicago for a pretty long series. And so we'll see what we can do here. Here's Lenny Dykstra, takes a strike from Bennett, 0-1. That's hit over foul to the right side. It's 0-2 quickly on Lenny. Hits this over to the left side. That's going to be a base hit. That one falls in front of the left fielder. Who is that out there on left? Savage, and that's a hit for Dykstra. So Dykstra gets a single to start this game off, hitting now 347. That'll bring up Mookie Wilson, and it's time to run, and there he goes. And he's got this one stolen pretty easily. 32nd steal of the season for Lenny. So Wilson Wilson with a strike on him. Dykstra on at second. Blasted to left. Savage has got that though for the out, and Dykstra takes off, tags up, and goes to third, and he makes it there safely, no problem. So the Mets with a runner on a third base with only one out, top of the first, and up comes Hernandez. And he takes the ball low, 1-0. There is a ball high, 2-0 the count. And that misses again, it's 3-0. He'll take this one all the way, and there's a strike. 3-1 on Keith. And that's called the strike. That was a little low. Full count now on Hernandez, and that one is low and away for ball 4. Keith didn't even move. He just stood up there and took his walk. So Hernandez gets the walk, and that brings up Darryl Strawberry, hitting right under 300, 299. He's been flirting with 300 all season. He's struck out 64 times, but it hasn't really affected his production that much. He has 34 RBIs and a chance to do some real damage here. And he takes the ball low, 1-0. Tries to bunt one, a little bit of a surprise. It's a mistake on my part, 1-1 the count. There's a line drive foul, 1-2. Blast this one over to left and foul again. 1-2 remains. Blasted away again. This is hit over in the air to right field. It's going to be playable, and Callison grabs that one for the out, throws over to first. The throw actually beat him, but they call him safe at first. This is another one of those problematic replays. We look at this, so it's not really a difficult catch, but we don't want to see the catch, we want to see this throw. You can see the throw clearly beating Hernandez, but they say that he's back, so whatever. 2 away, here comes Gary Carter. Carter hits a little infield grounder, back to the pitcher, throws over to first for the out, and that's it for the top of the first inning. So the Mets had a golden opportunity there, but they don't score, and we go to the bottom of the first. Bob Ojeda up here to pitch to Tony Gonzalez. Ojeda's 7-1. There's a ball inside that misses, 1-0. He's struck out 55, walked only 14. There's a strike, it's 1-1, 2.25 the ERA. So Ojeda has really come of his own lately. There's a swing and a miss, 1-2. Screwball misses outside, it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and down he goes, 1 away. And Ojeda just goes straight back to getting strikeouts. 1 gone, and here's Roy Sievers. A little pop-up to left field. Mookie's there. 2 gone. Here now is Don Demeter. I think somebody corrected my pronunciation the other day in the comment section. Don is no 2 count on him anyway, and this is fouled away again. That's fouled away again. Remains 0-2. That's low. 1-2 now the count. And there's strike 3. So Ojeda with his second strikeout of the inning. We'll go to the top of the second inning. It's a scoreless ball game, and here comes Ray Knight. Ball inside. 1-0 to Ray. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Ground ball over to third base. That's going to be an easy play there for Demeter. Throws to first. 1 away. Here's Santana. And there's a strike in the outside corner. 0-1. Ball away. 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And that's strike 3 called. Bennett took something off of that. 2 away, and that'll bring up Tim Tuffle. There's a ball to Tim. 1-0. It's hit over to center. That should be an easy out. And it is for Gonzalez. And so we go now to the bottom of the second inning. No score, and it'll be Johnny Callison leading this off. There's a strike to Callison, 0-1. And a ball low, 1-1 the count. Ground ball to first. Hernandez fields it and throws over to Ojeda, covering at the bag, 1 away. Ted Savage up there now. Takes the ball low, 1-0. And ball outside, 2-0. He didn't swing, they say. There's a ball inside, 3-0. That second pitch, and there's a fourth ball to him. The second pitch, I swear, was a strike. It looked like it was in the zone, but there's not much we can do about it. Our protests are useless, and here comes Dalrymple, who takes the strike, and a ball low, 1-1. And there's another ball away, and Ojeda throws to first, trying to keep Savage there. There's a strike. It's 2-2 now the count. That curve just misses. It's a full count now. And there's ball 4. So Ojeda now has walked 2 in a row. That brings up Tony Taylor. Strange and kind of unusual bout of wildness for Ojeda. He's walked now 16 this season. That's all. And there's Savage going to third. And Carter was very, very late in getting that out of his glove. And so Savage has it stolen. We go back to double play depth. There we go. We had the infield deep, I think. There's a swing and a miss by Taylor. It's 0-2. The ball is just away. 1-2, and change up low. 2-2. Foul back. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with the fastball. Third strikeout of the game for Ojeda, and here comes Bobby Wine. Wine, the shortstop, hitting 199, takes a ball outside. 1-0. There's a ball inside. 2-0. No need to be too fine with Wine. Ball inside, it's a 3-0 count, and this is wrapped up the middle for a base hit. Maybe we should have been a little bit more careful with him than that. Dykstra's throw to third base is not in time, and so there's runners in the corners again for the Phillies, and they have a 1-0 lead. Here's Dennis Bennett. There's a ball inside, 1-0, and a strike. I'm not sure how that was a strike. 1-1. There is a ball that we missed, and the 2-1 pitch is a ground ball to Tuffle, and he drops it. That's an error on Tuffle, and the Phillies score another one. It's 2-0, and up is Tony Gonzalez, who takes the ball inside. Ground ball again to Tuffle. The second baseman throws to first for the out. And so we go now to the top of the third inning. I tell you, all of these complaints I have about OOTP, but really the biggest one is the fact that there are pitches that are not shown. I mean, you talk about, your 3D mode having a few problems. That would be a major problem, right? And we've run into that multiple times. Here's Ojeda, who fouls one away. It's 0-1 on Bobby. And this is hit over to right field. I guess I'm supposed to be thankful for this, but it's a fly ball for Callison. He catches it for the out, 1 away. But the problem is that, Tony La Russa baseball, Micro League baseball, I would argue had better 3D or better representative models than this. There's a foul ball by Dykstra, 0-1. That's blasted to center. That's going to be an extra base hit. That gets all the way to the wall. Dykstra is around second, and he's going to stop there with a double. Probably could have gone to third if he had a better game engine, but no worries. That went about 440 feet away. Here comes Mookie Wilson with 1 out. And he hits this one to right. That's going to be, that's going to be caught. Excellent play for Callison. Great catch out there by Callison for the second out. Here comes Keith Hernandez. Takes the ball inside, 1-0 to Keith. And it's a little ground ball to second. It'll be fielded there, and the throw to first by Taylor is in time. And so with that, we go to the bottom of the third inning. It's still a 2-0 lead for the Phillies. Here comes Roy Sievers. Lines 0-1 foul, first base side. It's 0-1. There's a little dribbler in front of the plate. Carter fields it and throws to first, 1 away. Don Demeter here. Demeter takes the strike, 0-1. And this is hit over to right. That's going to be a base hit in front of Strawberry. So no matter how you say it, he's on at first base. And that'll bring up Johnny Callison. 1 out, runner on at first. 2-0 Phillies. And there's a ball low to Johnny. And a strike, 1-1. We need to be winning these games if we want to stand a chance. There's a fly ball over to center. Dykstra's got that one for the out, and there's 2 away. Up now is Ted Savage. And he fouls that big curveball back, 0-1. Takes a fastball inside, 1-1. And there's ball 2 inside. Ball 3 misses again. And ball 4. So Ojeda having more problems with his control, which again is not like him. Not sure what's going on. Garlandpool now takes the ball, 1-0. Blasts this down the left field line for foul, 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2 now to count. Another foul ball, it remains 1-2. It's away, 2-2 now. Fouled away just barely, still 2-2. The ball inside, he's being too fine, it's a full count. Blasted to right. Strawberry on his horse. That's off the scoreboard. That's at least a double. He's going for 3. And Darlinpool has a triple as that one was off the scoreboard. That scores 2 more. It's a 4-0 lead now for the Phillies. And here comes Tony Taylor. Ojeda's not going to last long. This is fouled away, 0-1. And there's a strike to the knees, 0-2 the count. And he went around on that one, so there's another strikeout. Ojeda came into this game with that hot symbol on. It's not on anymore, I'll tell you that. Phillies have scored 4 runs, 2 runs in 2 straight innings. When we go to the top of the 4th inning, the Mets have it all to play against. Here comes Strawberry. He swings and misses the first pitch, 0-1. There's a ball outside, 1-1. The line driver right at the first baseman Sievers, 1 away. Here comes Gary Carter. Only 2 hits here for the Mets. Of course, the Phillies only have had 3. Ojeda's been wild. Foul ball right field line, 0-1. It's hit over to left, dropping, but it's going to be easy for Savage. 2 away, and here comes Ray Knight. There's a fastball striking the outside corner. Right also dipping below 300. Fouls 1 away, 0-2. 296 is average, and that's going to go down. There's strike 3 looking. And so we go to the bottom of the 4th inning here, and the Mets have been kind of quiet. Here comes Bobby Wine. Ojeda's still out there. Wine had a single in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1. Takes the ball. Fouls 1 away. It's 1-1. This is lined over to right field. I think it's going to the wall, and it does. Strawberry did a pretty poor job fielding that, then throws in, but it's nowhere near in time, so it's a double for Wine. That'll bring up Dennis Bennett. Runner on at second base, and he'll bunt. Bunt goes down. Carter fields it and throws to first for the out. Wine goes to third. Here now, Tony Gonzalez, the leadoff hitter, swings and misses. And that's going to be... Now Carter gets onto it. That was about to be a pass ball, but he fielded it well. There's a fastball for a strike, and it said ball over in the play-by-play. 1-2 the count. This is popped over to the left side, and Wilson runs over, makes the catch, and a great throw to prevent the runner from advancing. So there's 2 away, and here comes Roy Sievers. Swing and a miss, and 1 in the dirt. 0-1 on Sievers. It went around that time. It's 0-2. Just fouled away. Blasted to left, but foul. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So Ojeda gets another strikeout. The Phillies do not score. We go to the top of the 5th inning. This is still a winnable ball game. Down 4-0. We haven't had many base hits, but we're pitching well and fielding fairly well. The foul ball to the right side by Santana, 0-1. And that's another strike in there. That was low and way inside, 0-2. Ground ball to second, and it's going to be playable easily for Taylor. He throws to first, 1 away. Here comes Tuffle. Tuffle with a ground ball to short, and the throw to first from Wine is in time, 2 away. I'm still not convinced that Tuffle is much better against lefties than Backman, because Tuffle is not hit well at all. Here comes Ojeda. Takes the ball low, 1-0. I wasn't convinced of that when I was looking at the stats. Ball low and outside, 2-0. There's a strike to the knees, 2-1 the count. Low and outside for ball 3, so Bobby will be taking this one. And there's ball 4 low, so we lost him, and up comes Dykstra. Dykstra's got the hot hand today, 2 for 2, hitting .350. Takes a strike, 0-1. Boy, that was a big breaking ball, and that is just hammered to left field. And you did see that if you look closely, as the left fielder Savage sort of slowed up at the last second. That's the game animation engine trying to figure out what it's doing. So it's a double for Dykstra, puts runners on to second and third for the Mets. Only the 3rd hit of the game for the Mets, and here comes Wilson hoping for another one. He takes a strike. He's 0 for 2 today. There's a ball outside, 1-1. Ground ball, great play, but no, he drops it. So Taylor tried to make the big play, and he dropped it in the end. That's going to be, I think, a base hit. It is. Hit number 4 for the Mets. That makes this a 4-1 ball game. And here comes Hernandez, and there goes Wilson, but he decides to hold. 0-1 as Keith takes the strike. And there's another strike to him. It's 0-2. Fouled away by Keith. 0-2 remains. Hit over to left field, and that falls in front of Savage for a base hit. Wilson going all the way to third. Inexplicably, the throw goes home instead of to third base. It's a 4-2 lead now for the Phillies. And the Mets coming back with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up Darryl Strawberry. So Wilson gets another RBI, his 14th of the season. I'm sorry, Hernandez gets one 41st of the season. Wilson now on a third, and here comes Darryl. Darryl, man, get a home run, and that will change this game. There's a ball outside, 1-0. All inside, it's 2-0. That's up the middle for a base hit. That'll help. Around to score is Wilson. Hernandez didn't get a good jump on that, and he has to stop at second. And it's a 4-3 lead now, and here comes Gary Carter. Carter's 0 for 2, now hitting .255, but has 10 home runs, 29 driven in. Takes the ball low, 1-0. Low again, 2-0 to Gary. There's ball 3, 3-0 the count. And a strike, it's 3-1 on Carter. There's ball 4. He was taking all the way, and they lost him. So Carter walks. That loads the bases now for Ray Knight. Knight is 0 for 2 today, hitting .291, 18 driven in, 4 home runs. That's not a home run. That's a line drive over to Wine. The shortstop grabs that for the out. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. And it's a 4-3 lead for the Phillies. Here's Don Demeter. Ojeda's walked 3, struck out 5, and he throws a strike. Good screwball into Don, 0-1. And that's fouled away, 0-2. Bobby's still hanging in there. Blasted to center. Dykstra goes back on it, and he's got it for the out, 1 away. 1 out, here's Johnny Callison. Callison pops one up. There's no way for Mookie to get there. He can just sit back and watch it. 0-1 on Johnny. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. There's a ball low, 1-2. Misses again, 2-2. Fouled away, remains 2-2. That's low, full count now on Callison. Blasted to left, and that'll hook foul. And that's low, so Callison gets the walk. Brings up Ted Savage. Callison has stolen 3 bases this season, so he has a little bit of speed. Throw to first, keep him honest. Of course, with the left-handed pitcher up there, who knows? There's a ball. Little ground ball to third. Knight, only play, no play. Only play was first base, but Knight decides not to risk it. And so Savage with the infield single, and that brings up Clay Dalrymple with 1 out, runners on at first and second. We'll try for the double play again. There's a ball low, 1-0. Fouled away, it's 1-1. There's another strike, 1-2 the count. Fastball just low, 2-2. Low for ball 3, it's a full count. And it's a pop-up. And it looks like it's going to be Santana catching that for the out. 2 away, and that'll bring up Tony Taylor. The ball outside to Tony. Ground ball to second, and that's going to be easy for Tuffle, who throws to first for the out. The Mets get out of it. We go now to the top of the 6th inning. And it's still a 4-3 lead for the Phillies, but the Mets are coming around. Here comes Santana. He pops this one up. Easily playable out there from Gonzalez in center. 1 away. Here's Tim Tuffle. Takes a strike, 0-1. 71 pitches for Dennis Bennett. The ball outside, 1-1. Bennett, a good pitcher. And there's a strike again, 1-2. And we had the misfortune of facing him on a day when he has his good stuff. Little ground ball over to short, and it's Wine who throws to first, 2 away, and here comes Ojeda. He'll stay in this game, and he hits a little ground ball to Taylor at second, who throws to first. That does it for the Mets in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's still a 4-3 lead for the Phillies. Here comes Bobby Wine. Ball low to Wine, 1-0. Swing and a miss, it's 1-1. Curveball just inside, 2-1. Hit to right. Strawberry's going to give this one a look, but it's a foul ball. 2-2 on Bobby. Swing and a miss on that one. That was a really bad pitch for strike 3. So Ojeda struck out 6. Here comes Dennis Bennett. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Then it fouls one away. 0-1 the count. And there's a strike. Good off-speed pitch. It's 0-2. Ground ball over to second. Tuffle. Good play on it. Throws to first. And there's 2 away. Here goes Tony Gonzalez. There's a ball outside. 0-1. 1-0, sorry, on Tony. And that's a ground ball to second. But Santana has it and throws to first. And just like that, we'll go to the top of the 7th inning. So Mets still looking for some offense. Here comes Lenny Dykstra, 4-3 Phillies. We had a little burst of it. There's a ball inside to Lenny, 1-0. Outside, 2-0, and he didn't swing. Hit over to right, but that's going to be foul. 2-1. Curve misses, 3-1 the count. And that is low and outside, and so Dykstra goes over to first, and that'll bring up Mookie. Throw to first, nothing happening. And there goes Dykstra on the first pitch, and he's got it stolen again. 33rd steal of the season here for Lenny. Dykstra on at second base, Wilson still up there. 1-0 count, 4-3 Phillies, and let's see if we can get Dykstra home. Mookie fouls one away, it's 1-1. Oh, ground ball over to the right side, and Taylor fields it, throws to first, and Dykstra moves to third as Wilson is out. So 1 away, I guess you can call that a productive out, but a productive hit would have been better. Here's Hernandez, who's driven in 41, including 1 today. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. There's a ball low, 1-1 the count. And that is, almost a pass ball. Dalrymple jumped on that one and was able to prevent Dykstra from coming home. 2-1 the count. And it's up the middle for a base hit. So Hernandez has done it, and Dykstra scores. Keith Hernandez gets his 42nd RBI of the season, and he's now 2 for 3, and that makes this a 4-4 tie. It's a brand new ball game, and up comes Darryl Strawberry. A ball inside to Darryl, and a ball low, 2-0. Blasted to right center. That's in there for a base hit. Strawberry goes all the way to second, as that one was deep enough. Didn't quite go to the wall, but Strawberry, a fast runner, easily able to make it there. Runners on at second and third now for Gary Carter. Carter's 0 for 2. He's walked once, hitting .255. This is looped over to right field. Goes over the second baseman's head, and Strawberry scores without a throw. Carter's single brings home 2, and that makes it 6-4 Mets, and here comes Ray Knight. So this is a little bit more like it. And 53-minute rain delay. It would be nice to see some animated rain, but I might be asking for too much. Be a new pitcher here for the Phillies after that rain delay. Jack Baldschun comes in. Baldschun, a 3.57 ERA, 3-3 the record, 35 in the third pitched. He'll pitch to Ray Knight, the right-handed pitcher, which means we'll take Tuffle out in a second. And Knight greets him with a single up the middle. Carter is going to stop at second. And that'll bring up Santana, and I think that we've had enough of Santana's futility at the bat. Bring up Kevin Mitchell, who's actually been even worse. Mitchell will come in, he'll play short. Mitchell will swing away here, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. That's a curveball that he fouls away. 0-2 the count. And that's up the middle. It's a diving play there by, who is that, Wine, who flips over to Taylor, and it's a poor throw. And so everybody's safe, and is that a hit or an error? I think they're calling that an infield hit. So the base is now loaded, and we're going to take Tuffle out of this game. As I said, we'll put Backman in. Wally Backman will come in to replace Tuffle. Backman, the switch hitter, who only hits against righties for reasons. Base is loaded, only 1 out, top of the 7th. 3 runs in for the Mets. There's a strike to Wally. It's 0-1. Boy, that was a big breaking ball, and he waited on that one. That's a base hit. Everybody had to hold up. And everybody moves up a station. It's now 7-4 Mets, and this is a little bit more like it. Up now is Bob Ojeda with the bases loaded and only 1 out, and he'll stay in this ball game. Hope we don't regret that. He's a little dribbler in front of the plate, and the catcher goes home and steps on it just in time, so the run does not score. Throw over to first, but not in time. That would have been an unusual 2-3 double play. Backman goes over to second, Mitchell to third, and that keeps him loaded with 2 outs for Lenny Dykstra. Real crucial play there. And I tell you, he was at home, out at home only by a little bit. When we take a look at this here again, he went back to step on the plate, and Knight came very close to scoring. The play-by-play didn't tell us much about that. Base is still loaded, and here's Dykstra. And he takes a strike high, 0-1. That's a fastball called a strike. That's low and outside, 0-2. That's away, 1-2 the count. Hit to the left, and it's going to be foul. Still 1-2 on Lenny. Lenny's 3 for 3 today. That's inside, 2-2 the count. Big breaking ball, and he ripped that foul. 2-2 it remains. Hit to the left side, again foul. Swing and a miss on that pitch that was outside, so that screwball confused him. But the Mets bat around. We get 4 runs in that inning. It's a 7-4 lead. And, well, what are we going to do? We're going to have Mitchell play short and Backman play second. So that'll bring up Royce Sievers here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Remember, it's only a 3-run lead, and Ojeda is probably not going to be able to throw a complete game, I'm guessing. Sievers bounces 1 foul, 0-1. 109 pitches. He's getting tired soon. This is hit over to center. Dykstra coming in, and he's got it for the out, 1 away. We would love to get 8 out of Ojeda, but we'll see. Here is Demeter. Takes a strike, 0-1. Ground ball to short, and it's Mitchell throwing to first. 2 away. Here's Johnny Callison. The ball low, 1-0. Fouled away. It's 1-1. That's hit over to right. That's going to be in front of Strawberry for the base hit. And this is where we have our choice. So Ojeda looks like he's absolutely bushed, and I think that we're going to make the right decision here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take him out. Who do we want to put in is the question. I think, well, let's see. Do we want a lefty or a righty? A bunch of lefties coming up, so we'll go with Randy Neiman. Best thing that we could do actually would be, and see, he should come in as a pitcher automatically. I hate that. Best thing we could do is if we could force them to make a couple of pinch hitting decisions. There's a strike to Savage, 0-1. That's fouled away. It's 0-2. Fouled away again. Still 0-2. Foul back. Low, 1-2 now on Savage. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. And so that does it for the Phillies in the bottom of the 7th. And we'll go to the top of the 8th inning. And the Mets with the 7-4 lead, and here comes Mookie Wilson. Wilson takes the ball low. He's 1 for 4 today. In front of that one, hits it over to right. That's going to hold up there, and it'll be caught easily by Callison, 1 away. Keith Hernandez now against Balchud. Takes the ball low, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Ball inside, 2-1 the count. There's a strike, it's 2-2. That's low, full count now in Hernandez. That's outside, ball 4. 24th time that Hernandez has walked this season. We'll bring up Strawberry, who's hitting 303. 35 driven in, takes a strike, 0-1. Ball, no, strike high, 0-2.
Strike 3.
There's strike 3 called on Darrell. He didn't even try to swing 2 away, and here comes Gary Carter. The ball low and inside on Gary. And that one's fouled away. It says 8:52 p.m., but this is the first game of a doubleheader. How does that work? Screwball misses low, 2-1. Blasted over to right field. It's going to be caught, however, by Callison for the out. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Mets with a 7-4 lead. Randy Neiman will stay in this game. Here's Clay Dalrymple, who takes a strike, 0-1. And it's grounded to the first base side foul, 0-2 the count. That's low, 1-2. Fouled away, remains 1-2. There's strike 3, inside corner. Great pitch by Neiman. His second strikeout, 1 away. Here's Taylor. Takes the strike, 0-1. And it's a ball low, 1-1. Low and away, it's 2-1. Bunted at and missed. 2-2 now the count on Taylor. And that's low, just low. Full count. Ground ball over to short, and it's a poor play and a poor throw there by Kevin Mitchell. Throws to first and is not in time. That's going to be an error, I think, on Mitchell, and that'll bring up Bobby Wine. So we go to double play depth. Still a 3-run lead. There's a outside fastball for a strike, and then a foul to the right, and that'll make it 0-2. A 2-strike pitch just inside, 1-2. Blasted over to center, and that's going to be playable there for Dykstra. He's got it for the out, 2 away. That'll bring up a pinch hitter, Frank Torrey. And he'll take a strike, 0-1. Blasted to right. That's going to be a base hit landing in front of Strawberry. Runner goes to third, and in comes the throw to the cutoff man. The runner's now in the corners for the Phillies, and that brings up Tony Gonzalez. There's a ball outside, 1-0 on Tony. Fly ball over to right, and that'll be Darryl making that catch for the out, and that does it. So we go to the top of the 9th inning. It's 7-4 Mets, and we'll see what we do here. We've got Ray Knight leading off, and I think the first thing that we're going to do is Dallas Green is the new pitcher. We're going to put, oh, you know what? Howard Johnson is injured. I forgot to mention that. We're going to have to keep Knight out there, so we will keep Ray Knight in this game. Johnson's injured for about 2 weeks, so there's a fastball low tonight. And that's grounded foul, 1-1. I'm going to have to do some research and figure out who else played third when we need him. Knight blasts this one to left field, and that's going to be an easy double for Ray. That'll be the 12th hit for the Mets, and that brings up Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell hitting 116 this season, but he's got a home run. Swing and a miss on that one, 0-1. That's hit over to center. That's going to be caught. Good play by Gonzalez, one away. Here comes Wally Backman, who just entered this game. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Hit over to left, and that'll be caught by Savage as Knight had to go back to first. So 2 away. Here comes the pitcher, and we're going to have another pinch hitter, and as usual, it's George Foster, our favorite move to make. If Foster comes in, takes a strike, 0-1. Hits this to right field, it's going to be a base hit. Round comes Knight, I think. No, he does score. Yes, it's a wild throw. The throw had him beat. But Knight able to score. Foster goes over to second. That's another error on the Phillies. It's an 8-4 lead now for the Mets. And here comes Lenny with a runner on at second. And there's a ball inside, 1-0. Foul the way. It's 1-1. And that's low and away. Dykstra today 3 for 4. Having a very good game. There's a little ground ball over to second, and there's no throw anywhere. So Dykstra ends up safe at first. And here comes Mookie Wilson. Runners on at the corners. And that's a strike on Mookie, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and Dykstra was running for second on a hit and run, and he's cut down. But the Mets add 1 in the top of the 9th inning. And I'm trying to take a look here and see. I think we will go with Orozco. With Jesse Orozco going to come into this game as the closer. He'll pitch against Roy Sievers. 8-4, the Mets with the lead. There's a ball low to Sievers. And a ball high, 2-0. Come on, Jesse. And misses again, 3-0 the count. There's a strike, 3-1. Hit over to left, that'll be foul. Full count now on Sievers. Wide over to right, that'll be foul. Fly ball right field. Strawberry will not get there in time. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and down goes Sievers. 1 away. So Orozco started him off 3-0 and then came back. 1 out, and here comes Demeter. Fouls 1 away, 0-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. That's hit deep to left, but it'll be playable for Wilson. 2 away. Up now is Johnny Callison, last hope for the Phillies. There's a slider for a strike, 0-1 on Johnny. That's popped up. Going to be Knight. No, it'll be Mitchell making that catch for the out, and so there's your ball game. Mets were behind in this one, behind 4-0, and then came up with 8 unanswered runs, and so the Mets win this game 8-4, and that does well for our confidence and does well for us as far as the standings are concerned. So Mets with a big win, 14 hits against 7 hits for the Phillies. Not the best game by Ojeda, but we got out of it anyway. I'll see you again tomorrow with the second game of this doubleheader. Talk to you then. Bye.